Are you slaves? There's folks in this building that think you are. To them, you're slaves to the government, and you're an infinite tax resource. That's all you are. By 1776, we had reviewed over 600 years of history, and we concluded that nothing is unchangeable but the inherent and unalienable rights of man. These rights you earned at birth, but you have slowly given them away to these overeager, nanny state lawmakers. And the Declaration of Independence, that's the cornerstone of our Constitution. It's the charter of our rights and the rights of man. Unfortunately, I see you steering off course. We had those original ideas in 1776. We put a Constitution together that had never been created before. The great experiment. But as our country has grown, you've let our government grow to an even greater degree. If you remember, I was part of the anti-federalist party. We didn't like a big government. While you've made great strides in some areas with things like slavery and civil rights, you've given up rights in other areas and allowed the government to limit you. You're proving what I said. The natural progress of things is for liberty to yield and for government to gain ground. I recently learned that in this legislative session, there's over 600 bills being considered. When did your life get so complex as to require full-time legislators? To this end, I own that I am not a friend of a very energetic government, as it's always oppressive. With this much legislation pending, I'm here to tell you, you have these overly energetic lawmakers ignoring the fact that the most sacred of duties the government can do is equal and impartial justice to all citizens. How can these nanny-state lawmakers claim that 21st century Cornhusker kickbacks and backroom deals are being equal and impartial to anyone? Wisconsin's a municipal home rule state. Yet you let this legislature usurp your local powers and take authority from you. Prime example is the bill they voted on about school mascots last week. That's a local issue. What country can preserve its liberties if its rulers are not warned from time to time that people preserve the spirit of resistance? I've been known to say we deserve a revolution every few years. I'm here to remind you what the people are entitled to against every government, and what no just government should refuse to its people. That's why we set up a government of the people, by the people, and supposedly for the people. This is why a wise and frugal government shall leave men free to regulate their own pursuits of industry and improvement, and shall not take from the mouth of labor the bread it has earned. Yet you've created and expanded entitlement programs which do exactly this, and even worse, you're going into debt doing it. It's incumbent on every generation to pay its debt as it goes. The pencil of spending money to be paid by posterity under the name of funding is but swindling futurity on a large scale. When we penned Article 1, Section 8 and wrote support the general welfare, we didn't expect that would evolve into a situation where the federal government is providing for the overall welfare of the country. Your government has redefined the Commerce Clause by ignoring the enumerated powers that we placed in the Constitution. Your government has redefined the Necessity Clause by usurping powers reserved to the states. And now it's attempting to redefine the Takings Clause. That's the one eminent domain is based off of. And there's so-called scholars out there who claim the federal government can confiscate your wages and give you health care in return. This government is claiming to be all-powerful, and you are its slave. Are you ready to give up liberty like this? No! History in general only informs us of what bad